Hey everybody. Because it's election time, I guess, well, that and I have an addiction to doing YouTube videos now. Lord help me. But the election was last night, and Obama fucking won again. Thank the gods. It's one of those things where it's like, logic prevailed. Logic prevailed. And I am so excited about this. And I'm so excited about this because he is not just a black man, he's not just a smart man. He's a man who's supporting everyone. Everyone. Not just the rich, not just the poor, not just the straight, not just the gay, not just the black, not just the white. He is concerned for everyone, and that is what's important. This economy will recover. It was going to recover regardless of who was in office. What we needed is someone who gave a damn about everybody, and I couldn't be happier. My night was a wreck. I mean, like, I had my friend, my fruit fly, come over, and she brought Hank with her, which is fabulous. I love them both. And first, of course, earlier in the night, we had to catch up on our RuPaul drag race. We had to. I'm sorry. I was like, elections are elections. That's cute. But we're not going to know anything until like midnight anyway. So let's catch up on some RuPaul drag race, which is what we do on Tuesdays during RuPaul season. Anyhow, they came over. That was great. And then, of course, once they left, click CNN. The whole night, I'm watching and I'm just like, what's fucking with that state? Why is this? What is wrong with these people? It was crazy. Florida was driving me nuts because it was like 50, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 50, 49. I'm like, 91% of the votes are in. It could still go either person's way because Obama's lead wasn't that high. Same thing in Ohio. I was just on edge the whole fucking night. I know it might seem like, well, I guess it is true. I mean, I was going to say, it might seem like I'm way too into politics, but it's true. There is no seam. I am just way too into it, and I blame that on my ex. He's the one who got me very act up about my rights and about what it really means to be gay, and for that I thank him really, because I probably wouldn't care, and that's bad. But anyhow, let's go on to some tea, some shade that needs to be clocked. First, I want to say that Mittens, he didn't go down like a sucker. He didn't. He put up a good fight. He won a lot of states that traditionally go Republican anyway, but he gave a good run. And when it was all said and done, he wasn't like, oh, I want to recount. Oh, that was too close. Oh, nope. He just said, you know what? I lost it. I'm a man. I'll take my loss. You won. Congratulations. And for that, he could be respected. Like I said in my Facebook post, he can be respected for that. Not necessarily by me, but by someone else. He can be respected for that. But now, well, I guess first the funny shade. Did y'all catch the Obama shade during his his speech? He was just like, Governor Romney. He put the emphasis on that governor. That governor was like, it was done. I was too through. Hashtag dead. It was that critical. That shit was funny. But then I started seeing, some of the most retarded tweets. I had to block people. I've had to unfriend people because when people show you who they really are, believe them. Believe them and drop that shit. Move on, pay it, and that's it. I think the worst tweet of the night had to be, that coon won again. What the fuck, America? No, what the fuck you idiot. First off, to even use the word coon today, I know exactly where the fuck you're from. You're from some old backwater ass part of America that probably still has an outhouse. Disgusting. Your opinion means nothing. And if you really want to get nasty about it, using words like coon, really? And then there are other, that nigger won again. I can't believe America voted for that nigger. Excuse me? let's clock the shade and the tea on this shit. Because if you want to get nasty, I could get nasty. And I'm going to say some nasty shit. And if it offends people, tough. Fact is fact. And this is a nasty fact because I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Black people built this country. You can say whatever you want to say, but that's the tea and that's the shade. Black people built this country. If it wasn't for us, America would not have been the richest country in the world. America would not have had financial advantage. America would never have had technological advantage if it was not for black people. So now you're pissed off that not only did we build this country, now we're fucking running it? Deal, motherfucker. Deal, okay? Because guess what? No tea, no shade. If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have any of the shit that you have now. And then some people want to go on about gay people too. Really? Really, bitch? Okay, fine. Another bad tweet. The gays are going to take over now. Would that be so bad if we did? If we did, y'all asses would be fabulous. Everyone would be happy with the exception of, the occasional queen cutting up another occasional queen. But other than that, everyone would learn reading. Everyone would learn fashion. Everyone would learn comedy. Everyone would learn compassion, goddammit. Who cares? But I'm not even going to clock that. I'm not going to clock that. What I am going to clock is this. You want to be against gays? Stop using your computer. Stop using your computer. Why? Because gay people invented it. As a matter of fact, hold on. Because I'm gonna find this dude's name. But the computer wouldn't be here if it wasn't for a gay guy. Ah, yeah. The name, Alan Turing. Look it up. Look it up, bitches. Alan Turing. If it wasn't for him, the computer would not exist. So if you don't like us that much, how about you clock your own tea and you clock your own shade and you fucking stop using that computer to post your hateful shit. You're sitting here using a device created or that would not have been created if it wasn't for a gay person. So now we got black people building the country. You can't say we didn't. Not a single person can say that we did not build this country. It was on the backs of our slaves. I'm sorry. The slaves of ancestors. That if it wasn't for them, there wouldn't have been the free labor force. There wouldn't have been free military. There wouldn't have been free any of this for you guys to sit back on your front porch sipping sweet tea, talking bullshit. And then if it wasn't for us, as in gay people, you wouldn't have the computer that you have to talk shit on. I'm clocking that shit. And like I said, with the words these people used, I knew exactly where the hell they were from. Some of these people were friends of mine, so of course I already knew where the hell they were from, but I thought they were logical people. I try to surround myself with people who are not idiots. I can't deal with idiots. And for the longest time, these motherfuckers had me fooled that they weren't idiots. And then they come out their mouth with some bullshit like that. Unfriend, spam, delete, bullshit. Good night. I'm done with that. So, I'm excited. Massachusetts, where I live, we passed the right to repair. This is very important. What this means is that if you were to go, hold on just one sec. If you were to go and try to have your car repaired, it was legal for the auto manufacturers to withhold information, to make information not available to the public. What this means is that if you had a problem with your car that your regular mechanic that you love, your mechanic that you've been going to forever, the mechanic your daddy went to and now you go to, they were able to withhold information from that mechanic so that way you are forced to go back to the dealership, pay their crazy prices to have something fixed because that information wasn't made available to the trade like it should. In all reality, you should have the right to repair your car the way you see fit. You should not be forced to have to go back to a dealership for it. This is also good news for business, and it's also good, and it's good news for business because now people can actually make the money that they need to make as repairmen, as auto mechanics, to pay their mortgage, to buy stuff, to stimulate the economy. When you are holding back information like that, you're doing a grave disservice to the public sector, to the private sector, to all of it. Bullshit. So, Massachusetts passed the right to repair. They have to disclose information, all information for these vehicles, so that way people can repair the way they wish to repair, by who they wish to have the repair done by. I would never take my car to a goddamn dealership, especially given that most of them don't know anything about rotaries. I'm not taking my car somewhere where they don't know anything about the engine. I don't think so. Done. Massachusetts also passed, I think it was question 3. Question 3 was basically essentially the full decriminalization of marijuana. That's essentially what it is, but it's basically passing a law for medical marijuana use, in which you basically just have to get a note from your doctor and now you can have your herb. What does this mean? Well, it means that for those who really must have their stuff, they can get a doctor's note. They're no longer supporting drug dealers. So people are like, there are some places here in Massachusetts that are like, oh, we don't want a dispensary in our town or our county because of the element it would bring in. What element? What element is it going to bring in? Your neighbors are already smoking weed, honey. Your neighbors are already doing it. Except your neighbors are going to drug dealers to do it, so they're endangering their lives. And if the drug dealers deliver, they're bringing that element into the town. Now, if you have a legal means of getting this stuff, that element no longer comes to your town. It no longer comes to your town because they are no longer needed. A lot of people who sell weed also sell other shit, hard shit, which means they don't walk around unarmed or anything else like that. When you decriminalize something like this, and you make it legal, I think you should tax it, really, because it's like people are willing to pay crazy amounts of tax on cigarettes. Why not pay crazy amounts of tax on weed too? It would still be cheaper than buying it from your dealer, and you're not bringing an undesirable element. You're not bringing anything into your neighborhood that wasn't already there. In fact, what you are doing is you are removing the element of having a drug dealer come to your neighborhood. You're removing that element. So in passing this law, we're also going to save a ton of money. We're saving a ton of money because we no longer have to pay for people going to jail for marijuana offenses. That's a lot of money for us to pay to house and feed and clothe somebody else because they got a charge on some marijuana. And we all know that marijuana ain't no worse than alcohol. In fact, alcohol is the worst. So you treat it like alcohol. Or you treat it like nicotine. You tax it, you regulate it, you put an age limit on it, and that's it. It's done. That element no longer comes to your neighborhood, and it's all good. But that is it. I hope everyone enjoyed the election time. I am so happy it's over because it was stressful and ridiculous. There was so many goddamn ads. I couldn't even watch YouTube videos without being bombarded by Scott Brown and Elizabeth Warren. And Elizabeth Warren won, which is also securing our place in the Senate. The Democrats' place in the Senate, which is actually fantastic. We really didn't want to have to lose that. But yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed it, had a good time with it. You know, hey, did you throw an election party? Did you stay up all night? What did you do on election night? You can go on ahead and answer down below. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe up above. Don't forget to also follow me on Twitter at Lynx Bear. You can also find me on Facebook as Brutal Lynx Bear. You can also check out brutallynx.com, which is really just a website that holds all these videos and stuff too. Whatever, it's there. Enjoy it. And that's it.